Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight is going to be a fun deck Friday with Boggles. So I'm freely going to admit that I lifted this one directly off of MTG Goldfish. Saffron Olive was the one that created the deck, and I basically pulled it ad hoc directly from the site. But I saw it and really liked the idea, and said, hey, I want to give that a shot. So the idea behind the deck mostly is that you have a bunch of hexproof mono green creatures. You have a bunch of fight controls, and you're leveraging Vivien, Arkbow Ranger, Prodigious Growth, Carnage Tyrants, a whole bunch of cool stuff to basically have a whole bunch of hexproof creatures that just run over your opponent. It sounds like oodles of fun. I've been having a lot of fun playing it, so let's kind of go into the deck. So, for the most part, like I said, this is your basic mono green ramp deck. You're going to start in with 4 Llanowar Elves. They're the only creature in the game, actually, that don't have hexproof. Helps you get into your ramps, helps you get into some of your bigger creatures. Barkhide Troll, interesting creature. So it's technically a 3/3 whenever it comes into play, but it's a 2/2 for 2, and it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. You can spend 1 mana to remove a +1/+1 counter to get hexproof. Now, the interesting correlation with this is with Vivien Arkbow Ranger. Vivien Arkbow Ranger allows you to distribute 2 +1/+1 counters on creatures you control. They gain trample until end of turn. So basically, you can continuously make Barkhide Troll hexproof throughout the course of the game by just spending a mana and taking one of those counters off. So really cool little creature. Anything that's like super cheap 3/3 creature, I really like. Paradise Druid, again, in there for the ability to ramp your creatures up as you go. And of course, she is hexproof and will most likely be taking the spot of Llanowar Elves if they do not get reprinted in Throat of Eldraine. Season of the Growth is a card I had not played with before, but now I'm going to start playing with it more. Came in M20. When a creature you control enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. And whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, like the only spells that we have, you get to draw cards. This is really good when you have multiples of these in play and you're drawing like 2 and 3 cards for casting 1 spell. Really good. Thrash and Threat, we're not going to be using the Threat, obviously, because we have no red. I debated tossing a couple of the tap, gain life, tap lands to get, mostly just to get the red in to maybe pull this one off, but you don't really need it. This is in here specifically for the target creature you control deals damage or power to creature or planeswalker that you don't. It's the same as a Rabid Bite, so you can go either one. The thing I like about this one is it's an instant speed. Rabid Bite is not. So, Blanchwood Armor, one of my favorite cards from M19. Going to be really sorry to see this one go because you've got nothing but forest. You're going to be making all of your creatures really, really big. Vine Mare, great card. Gonna miss it. 5/3 Hexproof and cannot be blocked by black creatures. Vivien, we talked about, is a 4 loyalty for 4. Her +1s distribute 2 +1/+1 counters to up to 2 creatures. They gain trample until end of turn. Her -3 is another fight mechanic. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker, so that can kind of hit almost anything. In the -5, you may choose a creature card you own from outside the game, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So I need to, for those of you that aren't aware, any mechanic that says something like that says pull something from out of the game, they're not talking about your entire card collection. The way that they determine is anything that's in your sideboard. So we will go over, I do have a sideboard, so you can pull any of the creatures out from over there. 2 Carnage Tyrants, because Carnage Tyrants is amazing. You have to actually, I love this card. I'm really going to miss him. 4 Prodigious Growths. Never really run with this card because it always seems super expensive, but with all the ramp in there and you're making hexproof creatures +7/+7 with trample, pretty darn amazing. And then, of course, I am running my unset full art forest for the set. So since there is a sideboard to this, let's kind of discuss why we picked the cards we picked for the sideboard. Veil of Summer is in there. Again, probably going to come up in best of 1. It's not a creature that you can pull out with her -5 ability, with Vivien's -5 ability, but it is, since I was building a sideboard, I wanted to build a legitimate sideboard. Veil of Summer is one of the anti-color cards. Draw a card if an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn. Spells you control cannot be countered this turn. That's super awesome. And you and permanents you control gain hexproof from black and blue until end of turn. That's basically an anti-black, anti-blue card. Fantastic card. I tossed in 4 Kraul Harpooners in here. This is for any of the all-flyer decks. Obviously, everything we have here is on the ground. We're just basically hoping to get pushed through, and even if they have flyers, they're going to have to block with them because our creatures are so big. Thrashing Brontodons I put in because if you've got enchantments, things like that are starting to get in your way. they're really good to sub in for any of the other creatures that you've got in there to help pop those off. Shifting Ceratops, starting to recognize an anti-blue theme here. Cannot be countered, protection from blue, and then of course you can give it haste, reach, or trample until the end of turn with just a single green mana, and of course a third Carnage Tyrant just to kind of fill out the sideboard. So let's go play some games. Arena has been really funny with me on this deck. For whatever reason, I get the same 3 or 4 cards over and over and over again. There's a bunch of other cards in there the last couple of games I've played, but for whatever reason, they're not showing up. So before we get too started, by the way, like, subscribe if you do like the channel. Really do appreciate it. It helps out the channel. We're past 500, which is an amazing feat. So I do want to thank you guys all for doing that. So we are playing Hawking. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Hey, look at that. A good shuffle. I will do this. We will be okay. Prodigious Growth is a little bit on the high end, so we're going to hope for some good stuff. These full art lands look amazing. I'm so happy I did that event. Again, going to peek behind the curtain just a little. I'm recording this on Saturday, and the Ixalan event is happening on Sunday. I think I plan on going at least starting with a Mono Green ramp deck with that Ixalan build. I think that sounds like oodles of fun. So you'll know by now how well I did, because I don't know yet, because I haven't done it yet. Oh, he's going to counter, isn't he? That's okay, I have another one. Sure. I mean, it helps him burn all those counter spells now. Control. Must have control. Love the artwork on that negate. That's another one, like, there's 2, I think, cards currently in Standard I'd love to get a hold of. Prints of the art. Negate is one of them. It's just lovely. I mean, there's so many colors in this. It's so gorgeous. Neato, so that means I can get something down that he cannot counter. So we're at 4, 5 mana. We're almost there. He definitely looks like he's having problems. So let's swing in on him first. I want to make sure and see if he's got a negate or something in there to kind of stop this. I'd prefer not to lose Vivien. Ah, he's got it. Yep, he's got it. If I wouldn't have attacked with the Llanowar Elves, like normally I try to do that stuff second main phase. What's he got? Dovin's Void, of course. Also means he can't counter that. Ooh, and he most certainly cannot counter that. Let's punch him in the face. Down to 5. He is in Settle the Wreckage territory, though, so I gotta be concerned. Let's hit him first. I'm not gonna hit him full out. If he's got Settle the Wreckage, I'm gonna make him use it. Guess he doesn't. I'm a little concerned about a board wipe at this point. Cleansing Nova is still a thing. Alright, Control, what do you got? Teffers? Ooh, hit the mic. How unprofessional. He's got to have a board wipe sitting in hand. Let's just see what he does. I'm only going to send the one. I assume he's going to Cleansing Nova, or he's going to Settle the Wreckage. For one creature. And I will take that action. I think I'm going to wait. I'm concerned that he's got the board wipe coming, that he's got Cleansing Novas, and he's just going to wipe out everything. He doesn't look like he's getting the mana, though. Okay, so I can now cast Carnage Tyrant on my own. So, if he's got a counterspell, he's going to do it now. But if he counterspells, that means he cannot... that means he cannot Settle the Wreckage. Ho ho, he said good game! Now, some players, nefarious as they may be, use that to taunt you in, like, oh, that means he doesn't have it. I'm only going in there with one. See? See? He had the second Settle the Wreckage. I was born at night, but not last night, my friend. Now, how many times could he pull that trick? Cleansing Nova, which I thought was coming, which is why we did what we did, which was save old Carney T. For this round. Now, did he draw all of his board wipes? All of them? 2 Settle the Wreckage and the Cleansing Nova? Possibly, maybe. Yep, no he did not. That means he did not draw his board wipe. That means that is game. See, that is how you play. You have to play around that. Like, how many times could I have wiped out every creature in my... Like, he even pulled it. Oh, good game, man. Yeah, come on in. Attack with everything you've got. It's a good tactic. I'm sure that gets a lot of people, and not this one. I have learned my lessons in previous games. That's a couple of cards there. I'm not... I don't know if I'm necessarily going to... There are enough board wipes out there in Esper colors that losing Cleansing Nova and losing Settle the Wreckage in the meta isn't going to make them blink one iota. They're just the current best options. Ooh. All kinds of goodness. Let's see how we do. Oh, Rakdos. At least to start. Say hello and good game like a gentleman. That's a Vivien next turn. Lightning Strike. Wait, I had a mana. I could have made him hexproof. Why did that not let me do that? All because he had... Most likely because he still had Summoning Sickness and I couldn't use his ability. Okay. He doesn't tap. Interesting. Cool. No point in casting her right now. Close
your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sounds of the wild.
I assume he's just going to hit me and not her. He's got the mana to pump it up almost. Yep. Immortal Sun. Interesting. No creatures. So, yeah. This is going downhill fast. This is a nice Angels deck. I like this. I have a whole bunch of low-level creatures I could be casting right now that aren't coming out. She doesn't get lifelink, does she? She does not. Okay. Hey, there we go. Carnage Tyrant could be a big pain in the neck. She's gonna, yeah, I was gonna say she's gonna kill me no matter what. He's got 9 damage right there. Yep, that was super fast. Sure. Not that it matters. He's got enough damage on board to kill me. My plan, I should probably say it out loud, my plan was to -5 her and pull any creature off the board, specifically to block flying. Probably the Kraul Harpooners would have been the ones I would have grabbed. But when he put the Immortal Sun down, I'm like, well, that just ruined my game. So cool card that I'm going to be happy to see to go away. I shouldn't complain. Immortal Sun is hard to get out. It's a 6 casting cost, and it does. It's a game changer. I swear I get a Prodigious Growth in my hand every game. Oh, good old Mono Red. Hello, my old friend. Aha, you can't shock me. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? No, you can have that. I see a Vine Mare in my near future. What's he thinking? Oh, let's turn you into a green kitty. Yes, hello, green kitty. Is he trying to figure out the meaning of why I didn't block? Because I need the mana? Ooh, Chandra Spitfire. Oh, this might be a very nice. He elected not to attack. Interesting. He's just going to put up with that? Okay, cool. It's going to get worse here in a second. Chandra Spitfire. All he needs is the Calamity. So it makes him a 12-10 with Trample. Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you. That happens to be hexproof. Okay. Don't get me wrong, if he's got the Calamity in his hand, that might be it. He might have enough to kill me. 8 right there. Mm-hmm. 14, he did it. Nice job. Even without the Calamity. Well, what difference? I was gonna say you've definitely got it at this point. Sure, I'll block that. It doesn't matter. Love that deck. Love that deck. It was missing the Calamity, but he didn't need it because that's where the other spells come in for that. Fantastic deck. I can't complain. I play it too. It's so much fun. I was hoping to get one more swing because if I'd have got one more swing, that would have been it. I got none of my fight stuff. I really would have liked to have been able to get those flyers out of the air. 2 Viviens. Why did I just keep that? So bad at this sometimes. Mono blue. Or it's Simic Flash, one or the other. Both are equally as irritating. It could still be mono blue. Curious Obsession to his Tempest Djinn. This feels like a rookie. Double Curious Obsession to his Tempest Djinn. Okay. I am in some trouble. No, I need something much bigger than that. I might as well do some damage while I'm at it. Sure, why not? Good old mono blue. A lot of the key pieces of this deck are rotating out. Curious Obsession's rotating out. Tempest Djinn's rotating out. Dive Down's rotating out. So get your fun in with this deck while you can, kids. I mean, there are other ways. The Opt is rotating out. Both versions of it from Ixalan. They did a lot of that, where they put cards in Ixalan and cards in Dominaria, and they both rotate out in the same cycle, so I'm not sure why they did that. All the Viviens. Once he counters this, I was going to say, once he counters this, I'm probably going to say good game. He's got me beat anyway. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and concede this one, and we'll try to get one more game in. It is a fun deck Friday, so it's not exactly the super competitive variety, but darn it. The double Curious Obsessions. Tempest Djinn. All of those 3 mana cost creatures that came out of Dominaria were super good. Obviously, you think of things like Chain Whirler, Tempest Djinn. What am I thinking? The green one. I use him a lot. The black one, I think, is the only one that never... The shade. The black one was the only one that never really saw a ton of play, but the rest of them did. They were super good. Oh, please, no more mono blue. Oh, is it Drake's might be? Charmander, it's a good start. Oh, thankfully something I can actually cast. Sure, I could use the mana. Now the question is, do you go Vine Mare or do you go Vivien? I'm thinking Vivien so that I can kill that Pteramander. Although Vine Mare's pretty scary. Yep. We'll start punching each other back and forth. How many has he got in the graveyard now? Just the one. Lightning Strike. Come on. Come on, opt in the main phase to assert dominance. No. No. Aha. Sure, I'll take another Vine Mare. This will start complicating things on his end. He's got 2. 6. He needs 1 more mana to be able to pump that up. So that's where I gotta go Vivien. I gotta get that thing off the board.
Close your eyes and listen to the sounds of the wild.
Punch that thing in the face.
You picked the wrong
Really? He's like, I had one more land, and my Pteramander was a 5/5 flyer. It's an interesting response. The game was far from over. The Looming Shaman enters the battlefield. Target player shuffles any number of cards from their graveyard to their library. I have got an idea for that. I don't know why people that run that Scapeshift deck, the Scapeshift Field of Ruin, the Field of the Dead, why this guy isn't in the deck. Because you can literally sacrifice all those lands in Scapeshift, cast him, and pull them all back into your library. Like, I don't know why people don't do that. And then Scapeshift again, and have 8 billion zombies. That's the guy right there that I would be adding to that deck. All right, one more game with the old Boggles deck. This is the noodles of fun. Macross, 88. Very different hand this time around. We're going to say hello and good game like a gentleman. It's gotta be. It's gotta be because he does not have because he's got summoning sickness, he can't use his ability. That's gotta be what it is. More Paradise Druids, you say? Oh, that walker's not sticking around, buddy. I'm sorry to say that walker is not sticking around. Draw that card. Cast that Paradise Druid. Carnage Tyrant. Yes, please. So he's got the mana in there. He can do some stuff. The fact that he's got black in there is interesting, as I'm sure Vine Mares are going to become a problem for him momentarily. More Wild Growth Walkers. I'm assuming this is the Elementals deck.
I am deserves vengeance, and I'm coming for you next. This'll be fun to watch.
Yes, it will, Vivien. Yes, it will. Okay. Jade Light. Yep. So, I'm amazed. This deck is still around. The Golgari deck. I'm gonna miss this. This is one of the ones I am gonna miss. Is this Explorer package? I am curious as to what he's... Oh, he's running... Yeah, he's going to run.
I only pick targets that interest me.
Go ahead, do it. Hexproof. Ha! No one knows what he does. Nobody. Sure. You sure about that?
Disappear into the brush.
Sure. No, I will wait. Actually. Yeah, no, she can be a pain in the neck. Yeah, no, I need her off the board. So he's got one more merfolk in there that's gonna... So unless he starts top decking these, and he top deck a land... I mean, don't get me wrong, they're awfully big. No, you can have those. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't need another one. I should have did it in the first one. And now I need blockers is what I need. Really big blockers. As I say, my suspicion is he's not going to go anywhere. Interesting choice. It's interesting to me that he voluntarily just lost his Wild Growth Walkers. Because that's his comeback right there. Like, I'm not sure why he would have done that. Yep, I will take that swamp, thank you. Or take that. If he swings with everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like if you'd had your Wild Growth Walkers, like I don't know why you did that. He could still get through, but I'm going to take everything he's got, almost everything of importance he's got with me. So... Let's take that out. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. And I'm still dead. Darn it, he did his math well. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh, well, good Golgari deck. I will see you again next time. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. Let me know what you would do with a mono green hexproof deck. Let me know. I'm really kind of curious. It's been a ton of fun, but didn't quite work out as much as I'd hoped. It had some cool theory behind it, but didn't quite come out the way I'm looking for. So, like, subscribe, always helps out the channel, and there is a Patreon as well, if you're so inclined, and that is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your